Hey, what's going on, everybody? Max here with Because Bitcoin. And today, for 10-minute Max, we are going to be talking about turbulence at the all-time high. Guys, just a quick reminder, these are 10-minute videos, which we are calling 10 minutes max, where we deliver you daily alpha, everything you need in under 10 minutes. Before we get into the charts, if you guys could please do me a solid, please like and also subscribe if you are new here. We are growing so quickly, and it's thanks to your guys' consistent support on a daily basis of what we are doing here because Bitcoin. All right, we're going to talk about putting things into context here. All right, we are looking at total two. Total two is one of my favorite charts. Right now, we are on the weekly time frame. Everybody's a little bit nervous today. We're pulling back right here. Let's go look at the 15-minute chart. We're nuking. Oh my gosh, we're nuking. This is crazy. I mean, let's put things into context here. Like, look at this chart. First of all, we're not nuking. Okay. And second, let me be the first to tell you, if you haven't heard this yet, and I will continue to repeat this day after day, the higher that we go, the more volatility there will be on the lower time frames. Okay, let me say that one more time. The higher we go, the more volatility there will be. All right. The shakeouts will be worse. The red days will feel more emotional and aggressive. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Okay. Or just exit the market. So we're looking at total two, guys. Total two is everything in crypto minus Bitcoin. Majority of my focus has been here for total two because I think that altcoins are about to play a big game of catch up, which we have talked about. And I'm going to explain why here again. And I'm also going to explain what happened last cycle while we were at, basically the all-time high for Bitcoin. And like the title of the stream, right? Or the video, there's been some turbulence at the previous all-time high. So let's do this first. We're going to throw Bitcoin on down below here. Hide these for now. We will talk about those in just a second. All right, we're going to put the candles on for Bitcoin, and we'll even make it fancy. We'll make it nice and orange. Put it in log mode so everybody can see it a little bit better. And then actually we need to go. Yeah, this is fine right here. We'll just do this. All right. Here is Bitcoin, and then here is total two. All right. I'll label this here quick, just so people don't forget. You shouldn't forget it's an orange, right? Here's Bitcoin, and we'll make it orange. All right. So let's mark out the previous all-time highs. Here's Bitcoin's 2017 all-time high. Mark it out right here. I'll make this line a little bit thicker just so we can see it better. Here is our previous all-time high for Bitcoin. And then we will also mark out previous all-time high right here for total two. Not that we need it, right? But I think just for kind of symmetry across the board. Now let's mark out when Bitcoin has made a new all-time high. All right. So Bitcoin made a new all-time high right here. All right. I'll mark this with blue dots. Now we'll go up to total two and we'll mark out that blue dot. All right. Now we're going to go to where we're at right now. Bitcoin, just like over here in 2020, blue dot means all-time high. And we'll mark it here on total two. All right. Now we're going to zoom in, guys. Something that I always say don't do because it's a lot of clutter. Okay. There's a lot of volatility. There's a lot of emotions. Let's take a look at it. All right, let's zoom in. Let's go to the 6-hour time frame. All right. And we're going to go all the way back here. We're going to look at total two. Now we're on the daily time frame, guys. Let's take a look at what happened during this time period where Bitcoin made a new all-time high. All right. So as you can see here, Bitcoin makes a new all-time high. We have it marked out. And what happens? Right? There's a lot of volatility, right? So from total two right here, oops. Total two, I don't know what happened there. You can see that all these little drops. I mean, we had some serious 28% drop, leading into it, right at the all-time high, and then another 28% drop, and then, as Bitcoin is finding its footing again, dancing around the all-time high, altcoins are getting destroyed. Again, 28% drops. Bitcoin was not dropping that much. Bitcoin dropped 12%. And then the altcoin index on average, by the way, guys, average, that's everything. Altcoins as an average, total two, 28%. I mean, it was not a fun time to be holding most altcoins. Again, right as Bitcoin was at the all-time high. Hence the name of the video, Turbulence at the all-time high. What happened afterward? Well, as you can see, we went up aggressively. The market finally found its footing and, things look pretty good. So from the all-time high, Bitcoin went up 200 and something percent. That same time, altcoins went up 600% on average, okay, to the first top. So again, things look like they always do, guys. Like there is turbulence at the all-time high. And why is that, right? Why is there turbulence at the all-time high? Well, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why people get excited. People, trading, mostly leverage traders. Okay. People are, being too risky, throwing on leverage. It's, kind of a recipe. People, they take their guard down, right? They leave themselves vulnerable. They start being sloppier with orders and they start buying altcoins like crazy and then they get liquidated and then we get turbulence, but ultimately, you can only fight fate for so long. You know, Bitcoin has a date with destiny, and destiny's up much higher. Okay, so on the higher time frame, right? And again, actually, we'll just now we got to look at this one. I totally forgot to even show this one, right? Like, let's look at what's happening right now. Bitcoin's retesting 70K. Everybody's very nervous, and this is what the chart looks like. Let's go even lower. Like it's just local volatility. That's all that this is. Like it's just local volatility. Is there a world where Bitcoin, goes a little bit lower? Yeah, I mean, I could see these wicks get taken out if things get nasty, but I think it will be met with a swift buyback, something like this. So again, understand where you are. Like locally, yeah, you could sell off a little bit here. We are higher time frame. We're just doing what we've always done. All right, now let's take a look at total too, guys, and we're gonna put on a couple other indicators here. Again, just because I want to show you guys ultra high time frame, why I always say like just figure out how to deal with the emotions of local volatility and just hold strong. Okay. So let's mark this out real quick. We're gonna get rid of these. These were when Bitcoin made all-time highs. Let's take a look at when total 2 monthly RSI gets over 70. Mark it right here, over 70 on the monthly RSI, over 70. We just got above it, over 70, over 70. Also, we're going to mark out MACD crosses here in red, monthly MACD crosses, and we'll mark those out in not orange but red. Again, bullish MACD crosses on the monthly. We'll mark those all out, and then we'll also put them on the chart. So as you can see, we're following a very similar pattern, right? Not only did we just go over one where, people get a little excited, we pull back across the board typically when Bitcoin's trying to establish value at the all-time high before blast off. But again, we are also seeing, higher time frame momentum oscillators like RSI and MACD indicating that we are, in fact, sort of in this region right here before things really start to heat up, where a majority of the moves actually start to print. So, look at this. Again, we're ultra high time frame. I'm gonna leave those dots on and we'll zoom in a little bit and see what the local price action looked like during that time. Look very similar to this, right? Like very choppy, difficult, as we were approaching sort of like the climax, right? So a majority of the move happens after these two momentum oscillators, hit 700%, right? Let's go back and look at this one, right? Choppy, volatile, shakeouts, right? I know it's like kind of hard to see here, but then look what happens after. We go crazy. So guys, in my opinion, things still look really good. Like I'm not worried about this at all. We are doing more or less what we have always done. Could we pull back a little bit more? Certainly, guys. It's crypto, it's a bull market, but it's important to recognize that, the higher time frames carry a lot more weight than the lower time frames. I'm not seeing anything to be worried about. Again, this is turbulence at the all-time high, something that we've seen in previous cycles. Okay. People just getting a little bit excited for in my opinion, the Bitcoin dominance nuke and ultimately much higher prices. So just stay cool, calm, collected, stay focused. This was 10 minutes max brought to you by Because Bitcoin. Before you guys go, please consider liking, subscribing if you're new here, and then also check out the first link in the description below. That will take you to our website where you can sign up for our Discord. You can lock yourself into a rate right now of 149.99 per month. We are increasing prices basically early next week because we are getting a lot of new members and we need to slow it down a little bit. Additionally, we're going to be dropping our new product called the BB Terminal. That is going to be coming out around the Bitcoin halving. So if you want to get early beta access to the BB Terminal and also lock yourself in forever, as long as you don't cancel, to the current price of 149.99 per month. And again, you sign up for the Discord now, you will get the BB Terminal for no additional cost, and you get grandfathered in at the current rate. Sign up immediately because, again, prices are going to go up sooner rather than later. But guys, thanks so much for being here. Like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Take care.